You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature. Here is a complete video of a maker set from start to finish. If you want to skip ahead to specific points in the video, then check the description below for skip times. Enjoy! Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop, and we're on the next revisit video in our maker series. And if you're not sure what that is, well, we're going back to makers that we've done in the past. We redid the whole McDonald's series and a couple other makers, so we're just running through them, either doing new recipes, updating the information, and also improving the quality of the video, because it's a newer camera than we're using that we used from the one we used back then. So this is the America's Original Dubble Bubble Bubblegum Factory. And in the first video, well, I'll tell you the three things that get a lot of comments. One, this is called gum powder, and I think either I said gunpowder or it just came out as gunpowder, but I used them and it sounded like gun. And then two, I called this a clock when it's a gauge. Everybody said, that's a gauge. And three, I wrapped the gum wrong in the video. I just wasn't paying attention. So I'm going to redo, well, actually, I just corrected that. I corrected that, and I'm going to redo the gum at the end the correct way. But I have to make the gum, so that's what I'm excited about. I get to do it again, and, well, I'm going to get started. So let me get some water here. You see all the pieces now. Those are explained in the other video. The box explained in the other video. This is just really making the gum and wrapping it. So we'll be right back. All right, I'm all set and ready to make some gum. One thing I did want to mention was that this is a really difficult maker to find. We got ours on eBay, and you know, eBay, with a lot of used items, you just never know when something's going to get listed. So you got to keep checking or set up a safe search, and eventually, if it gets listed, you will get an email. That's kind of how we find a lot of our items. So it comes with these foil inserts here, okay? And it lines this pan, they call it. This is the mixing pan. Now this mixing pan sits inside this unit. The heater inside goes up and down, which I'll show you in just a second. Well, let me show you that now. It's nice. This one has a window to look inside. So you see that little blue area there? Watch. So that's raising the heat, lowering the heat, raising the heat, lowering the heat. There's this power light which goes on when everything is set and this is moved over. There's a little metal switch on the inside. Way back there, see that little metal switch? When this pan activates it, then it creates the circuit. So that's how that works. So let's get going. So first things first is take your gum powder, and then you take one of these measuring cups, and it says here, 1 ounce. So this is 1 ounce to here, so let's do that. That is a little bit more than 1 ounce. All right, that's what we're working with. And the 1 ounce line is right there. Let me just level it. Okay, 1 ounce of powder. And then one of my little water fillers. And then I mix it for 15 seconds before I put it in the machine. Okay, and they use their little tool like this. This just gets the gum base started. See, it sounded like I said gun, didn't it? Okay. That just spreads the water around, and it smells so good, just like Dubble Bubble. Okay, then you put this in the machine, and I slide this over. Remember from the other video, it took a little bit to get it. Make sure this piece is down. You slide that over, and then you raise the heating element, and this light down here just went on. So now I need to let this sit. So I'll keep checking back now, mixing like I did in the first video, and we'll eventually get to wrapping. So be back in a second. Okay, I don't know if you remember in that first video, I had my Cars timer. It might have been the first debut of this Cars timer. I still have it. It's still working. It's ticking away. So I will have that off to the side. That's what I'm using to keep track here. Now that is the inside. Now it said to mix every minute for 5 minutes. So I've been doing that, so now I need to do it again. It seemed like the last time when I held this it worked better, so. And it took a while for that heating element to eventually heat it all up. In the first video I remember being worried because it wasn't working, but at some point it all just started to happen. So this is what I was doing. Trying to get it off the edges and work my way around. You know, trying to be as neat as possible. Because basically there is a little hole on the top, and that's what you're using to knead through. So I will keep checking back. Okay, so I'm giving you a little different shot. I'll keep changing the angles. I did that in the first video. And it did say, you know, just take your time. Don't make a mess. That's one thing. Be careful. And then at some point you're going to start twisting. You could see on the bottom there, it is starting to melt just a little. So I got to keep checking back. Alright, so here is a top-down view. I just wanted to show you inside now. This is what I'm doing here. As you can see, it is starting to change, just slowly. Yes, I'm really close to the lens here, so if the focus goes out, I'll try to refocus. See how that's sticking? Now, when you take this out, you're going to need it more, so it's just, they need you to get to a certain stickiness with the heater. And then you can come back and clear out all the little corners in this. Alright, so I'll be back. Alright, so it does say the gum needs to change colors, which it did. And as soon as it starts sticking, which it is now, it's sticking pretty good. So it's heated up. You need to remove it. And if you get stuff stuck, see on my little tool there, so just use the red ring to scrape it all out. Okay. So now I need to pull it out. Let me drop it. Oop, wrong way. And show you what I have. So now you flatten that here. And now it says flatten. It says flatten the foil liner as shown. You want to see? Make sure your hands are clean. See, flatten the foil liner as shown. Getting all okay. With clean hands, which they are, knead the gum together, getting up all the bits of gum stuck to the foil liner. Okay, so you can see, though, it's a nice consistency. I'm going to do this and get as much as I can up. Ooh, I just ripped my foil. What I think I do want to do is move it to this. This way I'm not using the foil. Okay. Little bits there. All right. See, there's moisture in it still, so there's some room to play around and get this all up. It says knead well, so I am going to spend some time at this. Because you don't want that graininess when you chew your gum. There's still a lot of moisture on the cutting board. I don't know if you can see it. But you can tell now it's changed. It's definitely changed. I remember the first video when I chewed it actually chewed pretty good. It was a little grainy at first, but then it came out okay. See, that power light went off too when I... Let's see, is it holding together like gum? Okay, mold the kneaded gum into a log shape. Oh, broke apart a little. Let me just squeeze it. I'm trying to think of a piece of Dubble Bubble. That's held together pretty good. What do you think? And then break the log into 4 pieces. Will I get 4 even pieces? Probably. All right. I will be back. I'm going to wash my hands and then, well, let me break it first. 4. Let's see. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. So Dubble Bubble, that's kind of a small. These look like really nice Dubble Bubbles. A little smaller than what you'd expect. But, you know, we should still be able to wrap it. Okay, so there's my 4 pieces. So I'm going to wash my hands and come back. All right, hands are clean. I'm ready to go. Let me move the machine out. I don't need that. My timer I don't need. It is now time to wrap the gum. And I'm going to do it right on my countertop here. And here is the wrapper. And I do need to bring an example because, you know, hold on a second. I have some original Dubble Bubble. I need this because without this, I don't think I know what I'm gonna, you know, how to do this. So this will help. And then we can compare this to this and then the wrapper too. Because originally in the first video, I went to find my Dubble Bubble and at that time it was gone. Missing in action and I couldn't use it and I wanted to. So 2.5 inches. So that's 2.5 inches. So it looks like it's in between these right here. And I'm going to compare it to an original. I'm going to do that right now. Okay. Let's see if this is approximately 2.5 inches. It looks like it is. It is. It is. Sorry. Glaring light. 2.5 inches. All right. So every 2.5 inches looks to be about the middle of all these Dubble Bubbles right here. So you count 3 Dubble Bubbles and count in the and then cut in the middle. 1, 2, 3. Cut in the middle. 1, 2, 3. Cut in the middle. Okay, let me get a little bit more area here. So now I am wrapping my gum like this so that it reads Dubble Bubble. See, it's nice to have an example. This will help me. Here's an original piece, and here's my piece. Obviously, not exactly the same, but we're going to go for it. And then it says fold over. Place 1 piece of gum in the center of a wrapper. Fold the wrapper around the gum, overlapping the edges around the gum. Okay, overlapping the edges, got it. Okay, I'm overlapped. And then twist the sides of the wrapper as shown. I think I got it this time. Original LPS-Dave. What do you think? Let's put the originals there and that there. Okay, let's grab another one. I think I understand now the principles of wrapping this. Okay, that was a little bit smaller, but still usable. There's a lot of blue reflecting in here. I think that's what's throwing my eyes off, all the blue. Okay, where is the... Okay, so this has... Let's see if the writing is the same. It says Concord Confections. Concord, and so the writing is a little bit different on it. It says for nutritional information, write to. This is the one that came out of this kit. Sugar, dextrose, corn syrup. The ingredients look very much the same. Check out our website, doublebubble.com, and this is tootsie.com. So... Okay, 4 originals. Man, let's just pull them down here. This thing's dirty. So there's mine, and there's theirs. What do you think? Do I need to eat a piece? Let me eat a piece. So I'm going to chew gum. Here's the point where if you don't like the sound of chewing, this would be the point I'm letting you know that I'm going to eat this now and give it a shot. All right. Like last time, very grainy, but once you get through it, you hear the gum? It is a piece of gum. Okay, I've tasted that. I've spit it out. I'm going to taste original one now. Of course, much harder. It is very close in taste, but slightly different. Both good. When I started chewing this, I tasted Dubble Bubble. It's in my mind. I said, I'm eating Dubble Bubble. Well, there you go. I did it. And I wrapped them right. So that is the revisit video for the Bubblegum Factory from Dubble Bubble. I hope you liked the video. And again, if you want to see all the other revisit maker sets like this, we will have a playlist in the description. Or you could also just search our channel. And thanks for watching. Later! If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS-Dave.
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
pick it up.
Thanks for watching.